I'm already one in. I had to start early.
That's okay. I crack mine usually about a half an hour before, and then I crack another one when we fully start. So
Um, I is there any way we can get a beer counter? My goal is to beat Jason from Casper Fight Scene, so I'm doing this podcast.
I wish I had like something on the screen that just like kept like ticking
Like
down the
ding.
entire time.
All right, I'll figure something out.
Yeah,
I woke
I
up
do.
today and chose violence.
hell yeah.
I've got this Miller Lite here for the Beers with Bands
Hey,
podcast.
hey, I'm my pre one was a
Oh
nice good
yeah.
old White Claw. So
Hey, I was gonna do that, but I normally do that. But
For this party.
all right, so what I'll do is I'll count us down, and then we'll crack these, and then I'll do the intro, bring the five of you in, and we'll just have a good time.
oh
All
yeah.
right, hell yeah.
All right, in three, two, one. Welcome to the Beers with Bands podcast with your host, Michael Torres. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Beers with Bands. This week, I'm sitting down with another solid Michigan band. I'm sitting down with No Problemo. How y'all doing?
Sick. Doing good.
Great to be here.
Great,
Thank you.
sweaty.
Dude, Sage, I feel you. I have no AC in my house, and I'm cooking today, so I feel it. But I thank the five of you for taking the time out of your Saturday to sit down with me. You got some fun stuff cooking, and I'm stoked to talk about it. But before we get too far, can you kind of go around and say who you are and what you do in No Problemo?
Yeah, I'm Kate, and I play guitar. Yeah.
I'm Alec, and I also play guitar.
I'm Gavin. I play bass.
I'm Dane. I sing the songs.
I'm Sage. I drum and sing on like one song.
Like I mentioned, you guys are from Michigan, the Lansing area specifically. But I mean, at the time of this recording, first single is fully out, second single is on its way, but really just been cooking a lot these last few months. I mean, doing a lot of shows this year, but especially being like a newer band, I like to kind of give a little bit more of the backstory, some more lore for people that might not be aware. I think I saw on Instagram like the one of the first posts that y'all have out there. It's like a show flyer saying, "Hey, we're playing this show, but also we're like a band, but we're not really a band. So like, we'll see what happens after this," and then like progress to just like nothing but show flyers after that. So like, take me back to that time. Like, how did No Problemo start, and then almost not become a full thing, and then end up being what it is now?
Okay, so it was like before that post you saw on Instagram, it was like I started it in 2019 by myself, and then me and Sage blossomed a nice friendship on Reddit on r/emo, and we talked about doing it, and then we never did it, and then it kind of just randomly happened for that one show, and we have a completely different lineup from that one show.
Only
Yeah,
three
'cause
of
I think Sorry, what was that?
only three of us are the same from that lineup.
Yeah, because I think I saw like as like the flyers would come out, it'd be like, oh, we're playing another show. So and so are playing with us or filling in for this one, and like there was different changes throughout. So it's cool that it like came to fruition, and then like you guys still powered through to still put something out and like play these shows.
Yeah, we threw that too. Like there was a Scrams band formed out of like fill-in line. So there was many changes, but I think we're locked tight and ready to go.
I mean, this is a solid lineup. I know I watched the Fauxchella set. I think Sage wasn't in that one, but you can't see Sage. You can't see the drummer on camera anyway, so no one really knows, except for like that one time that it's mentioned.
Yeah.
It's still Mockingbird.
Yeah, good friend
Also,
Joe.
33.
Joe Problemo, as we like to call him.
I do gotta
Um,
say, when I first
I
saw the, sorry, what was that, Sage?
during that time I was at Bonnaroo, so I was like watching T-Pain while they were at Fauxchella. So I was like, well, I could play Fauxchella or I could go see T-Pain.
We commemorated them by like taking a picture of their face and putting it on ET and having them crowd surf. Some people gave them beer. It was great.
Yeah, it was kind of a funny story about that. ET used to terrify me as a child. So it's full circle now. ET is the official sixth member of the band, and
Yeah.
we've made a lot of big strides in our relationship. We can tolerate each other now.
Also, Jeff Brown
Um,
Maple.
Jeff
Fucking
from Brown Maple choked me out. Like
yeah.
choked the ET
And threw
that
him
was
on the
supposed to
ground.
be me.
Well, I feel like even the
Fuck
picture of ET on Spotify, it seems like someone, like, I don't know if it's the same picture, but it looks like
It is.
someone has
It
a
is.
good grip on ET's throat on that picture.
That actually is the photo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jeff from Brown Maple was like, oh, this is supposed to be Sage. I'm gonna choke the shit out of him.
It's awful. You could tell like in the beginning of the video too, you like see him like come over to Kiefer and go, "Where's Sage?" And Kiefer points to ET. And so he was planning that. He was planning that from the very beginning.
Jeff was just really broken up about the fact that Sage wasn't there that night, and he was really counting on Sage being there, and then Sage wasn't there. So Jeff just kind of snapped.
I think he's also pissed that we bailed on him and Hemingway Lane on bowling.
Yeah.
I was fully down to do that.
I was down too, but it just didn't work out that time. But
Yeah, it was a good little segment of Dane getting called out for not going bowling and not being a true bowling fan.
yeah, he does fake it.
Hey, how are you gonna back that up?
I was the most valued player 2015 for the Iron Mountain Kingsford Bowling Association. I once threw a 277 on a Tuesday night men's league. I'm an athletic machine.
Or so
Bowling
he says.
When this band's done, it's off to the PBA for me.
Fucking league.
I have no good like retort or anything for that because like I don't think I've ever bowled like higher than like maybe a 220. So props.
Thank you. I suck ass at bowling, so I'm gonna do no pull off that we're gonna be doing.
I like to bowl on Tuesdays with my friends, casually. That's about it.
I hate bowling with a passion. So
What? Why did I not know about this? What?
bowling
Why?
sucks. Everything about bowling sucks.
Okay, but like compare it to most sports, and I feel like it's like the best one.
It's
Oh,
chill. You can
No,
drink.
I
It's
like-
not super physical.
That's fun.
I like watching other people bowl while I sit there and drink.
You sit there. Sorry, you sit there and what? What do you do?
I drink, or like I'll play like the arcade games that are like sitting there.
Hell yeah.
I bet Sage sits there and has the bumpers on.
Yeah, dude, that's the only way I can bowl. That's why I hate it.
He's got the little dinosaur. Like he pulls it.
I can't even throw a ball. I'm weak as shit.
I like to pretend it's like me bowling, and then I'll like spin around sometimes, and I always do a little silly one.
Oh, all the stuff back. Whoa!
Do a little backwards one, maybe.
This is such bullshit.
I was gonna
Bullshit.
we were gonna try to do something during that, but it looks like Ben Quad already beat us to the punch on it. I was gonna throw myself down the lane during that and get kicked out for bowling for the video that we were gonna shoot, but
We
it
were
already
gonna
got.
do yeah, we are gonna do.
Are we still
MVP.
doing it? I don't mind getting kicked out. It's Ann Arbor. I'm not from there.
Yeah,
We
fuck
can't
it.
knock off. We can't listen. We can't knock off Ben Quad and Red Sun and all of them. It's fucked up. They did it first. We had the idea first, but
That's bullshit.
Cliff
It's
Diver.
bullshit.
Bullshit.
We're actually suing Cliff Diver.
This only
We're
feels
not suing them.
with,
Hear from our lawyers, Joey.
Yeah, you heard it here. But before I know we're already hinting at one song that people might not be fully aware of, but before we get to that song, I want to talk about the first song that came out, the debut single from No Problemo, r/Emo Drive. How did it feel to finally put out like the first piece of like actual recorded stuff out into the airwaves for everyone to listen to and be like, yo, this is No Problemo, this is who we are, this is what it's like?
Felt amazing. It felt like it was definitely like we're finally a real band kind of thing, you know. Oh,
It felt good. We are a real band now.
yeah, we were a fake band.
Not
Yeah.
Joe. We're not the
Yeah.
band that doesn't have unreleased music yet. Joe.
Who?
Joe Bird.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, yeah.
You know,
Cool
no, I
song.
thought it was. I think it's a solid song to start out. The No Problemo history books, I would say. You know, it's fun to listen to. It's a great song. It was nice also seeing, especially like going back to that Fauxchella video, when you get to that song in the set. I mean, at that point, that song had only been out for 13 to 14 days, and just seeing the entire crowd go crazy and like know all the words, like that was a nice thing to, as like a spectator, to kind of see and experience.
Yeah, it felt crazy. Yeah.
Frisky 4.
We used to start off with that song. We used to open up with that song, and that was like our second time keeping it in the middle. Which I feel like was good for like now that people know it, kind of like have the energy in the middle.
Mhm.
Right.
I was just glad people listened to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't expect that.
Hey, that's the nice thing about like the DIY community, especially like all the people that go to Fauxchella, like they actually give a shit. So it's nice that like, you know, there's always going to be some sort of amount of people that are like actual listening to it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
You know, and that kind of leads into, I know the second single comes out here sometime soon at the time of this recording, called MVP, which thank you for sending me a copy of that ahead of time. That like, you had it here with like r/Emo Drive, and then like listening to MVP, like now I'm like up here, like it's another step in like a good direction. I'm really stoked to see what the rest of this EP is going to be like. But like I've listened to both those songs multiple times, probably a fuck ton. Like if there was amount of plays that I could do because it was already on streaming, it'd be, you guys would be in the thousands probably right now on MVP. But it's such a solid fucking jam.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, that means a lot. Thank you. I think that's Dane's baby right there.
Yeah. Fun little tangent about that song. Me and Dane actually wrote like 85% of that song over Snapchat or like text messages. He was like, I want to write a pop song. And I was like, bet. So I sent him some chords and then he sent me back just like a sheet of lyrics. And I was like, we could make something work from this.
I think that's the first I've ever heard of someone like I get like being in different places and doing like songs over the interwebs and stuff, but doing it like kind of through Snapchat and like doing it that way, like I don't think I've ever heard of that. And the song came out amazing. So it's cool to hear that behind the scenes process leading up to it.
It was a super fucked up process. I had the melody and like the lyric ideas. I was just like driving around in my car, and like most of it just came to me there. And I was like texting Alec while I was like at the gas station. Like, I got a sweet idea.
The fun fact about that song, it originally had harmonica on it, but Dane stopped doing the harmonica part.
Yeah, he was too shit at
Oh,
it.
true.
He still has my harmonica.
Sage told me I wasn't allowed to play harmonica anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
We wanted him
Dane
to.
stopped doing harmonica because Dane has never learned how to play harmonica.
We keep trying to add silly little instruments to these songs, but none of them work out. We've tried.
Yeah. Only if you know how to play that.
Yeah, none of us know how to play. Like, I don't know. I gotta get one of those Automatones. I have one of them, but I need to learn how to play it.
Hey, when we used
I
to
don't
do
know
that
what that is.
Algernon, okay, when we used to do that Algernon cover, you used to do the
Yeah.
melodica for that.
Yeah, no, that I really want to get on a song. But yeah, we used to cover some kind of Cadwallader by Algernon, Cadwallader, and and I'm really sad we don't do it anymore. I really want to do it more.
I'm sad too. This fucker doesn't like Algernon.
Like one of my favorite songs ever, and I thought it was sounding amazing. But anyways, at the end of the song, there's a melodica, and so I go from like doing like the main riff to putting down all my shit and then picking up a melodica, and yeah, it was hard, but it was fun.
I remember I was at this show sometime last year, and I just heard like this weird noise, and I look up on stage, and this band had a theremin that they were playing with, and I was like, I've seen theremins before, but never seen it incorporated with like a local band, and
Yeah.
like the dude was just up there, just like straight like Sheldon, just going for it for Big Bang Theory. Like I was like, this is amazing. Why doesn't not?
That's so sick.
Why don't more people do this?
Dane, we gotta get you one of them.
Oh yeah.
You don't need to know how to play one to play it. You just gotta do
Yeah.
this shit.
I think we can make that happen. I'll bring my organ to shows. That'll be my thing.
We start off the No Problemo show. You turn around in your big organ. Dun 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 dun.
But for people that at the time this recorded, the time that this episode actually comes out, MVP will have already been out. So I know everyone's dying to ask: did you actually destroy your MVP trophy, or do you still have it?
I still have it. It's at my mom's house.
Wow.
It was
Soft.
it's not
Soft.
okay.
Fake news.
Destroyed at the show.
I might. That was like a little poetic thing about cannabis.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I broke a smoking device that I called the trophy in this song.
And you smashed it.
Let's smash it.
Freaky Five.
Wait, what number tweet? What? Wait, no, did you start at 1 though when you were
Yeah, I've been just coasting along. I'm at 5.
I feel like I have not seen you drink.
Dane's,
I'm like halfway through the Four Loco.
Dane's
got
like
another
the guy from the
Two.
Guinness Book of World Records right
Three.
now. He's just got the pad and
4.
paper, just writing a tally
5.
count for every single one.
Yeah, no, we're doing this. I'm beating Jason.
Mason ain't got shit on Gavin.
What's the timestamp on this so far?
We're like only 22 minutes in.
Oh, bet, dude. I
Perfect.
still
Yeah.
got a couple left. We're good.
We're getting to 20 tonight.
Jesus.
Awesome.
Like the last half hour of the podcast is just gonna be them, like just the camera right on you. Like all of us have already like left, and it's just like I'm almost
It's
there.
just
Like I got
pounding
this.
teas.
We all went home.
This is rookie work right here. They pay me to have they pay me to have a couple good drinks and a good time at shows. They pay me at all actually, but yeah, I'm there.
We don't pay them, but they're there.
I like I play bass. I shake a little ass on stage, and I drink twisted teas.
Real quick, there's a whole jazz festival happening behind me. I hope it's not like picking up all of that.
It's not.
No, it's
Yeah.
not picking up any of it, but I kind of wish
Thank
it was.
God.
I kind of
Yeah,
want
it'd be
to.
kind of cool to like a little ambiance of just
Can
jazz
you
in the back.
turn the camera so we can see it?
Well, there's a fence, but I can hear it so loud. It goes pretty hard.
Is it like kind of like?
Oh, it's like funky. It's funky as shit.
Oh, damn.
But
Oh,
also,
yeah.
that's our competition for the night. They're winning.
I'll be fun with the show.
Well, if you
That's-
go in with that mindset, like, come on.
That is not the venue I'm playing. I wish it was. It sounds sick.
Can Final Boss Fight be a jazz band?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, they did the ska song, so they're like
Right.
they're like right around the corner from it.
It's so
They're so
close.
Exactly. John brings out the piano. Billy brings out the trumpet. Hell yeah.
Oh god, it's
So So our Emo Drive and MVP are out. These are, I know, leading up to the debut EP for No Problemo. I don't know the title of this yet. Uh, so so lay it on me. What do we got? What's it called? When's it fully coming out? I know it's sometime in August, around when this episode comes out, possibly, unless things have changed. But give me the deets.
Yeah, so well, we've kind of been teasing it a little bit, but I'm like, with the frog stuff, but it is going to be the year of the frog. That's
Uh,
is the name of the record. It's pretty sick and,
Hell
and
yeah.
cool. um, it's got a lot of meaning behind it if you really think about it.
What's the meaning?
We're just kind of froggy kind of people.
We're just fun with it. That's
I wear like frog-esque hats. I have a frog hat that I wear sometimes. And it's all about that. That's all it is. No, we have no idea when it's coming out. No clue, honestly. Do we?
I can't. How come we never knew what the meaning of this was?
No, I didn't pick the name. I was joking. I just was coming up with shit.
I think I picked it.
You picked the
Yeah,
name.
I'm just coming up with this shit on the spot. I don't fucking know. I wear a pink frog hat. It's a pink record. It's called Frog of the Year.
Oh,
It's just
well,
a
no, because-
coincidence.
okay. I heard you say, yeah, we should choose the name like Year of the Frog, and so
I liked the idea.
And so I was like, all right, fuck it. I guess I'll make a frog on the fucking EP cover, but I'm like, I don't get it, but I guess we're doing it. And so then I didn't know the lore.
It's because I think somebody made a year of the dog joke or something. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. If it was up to me, it would have been called No Problemo, Bill's Back, World of Beautiful Sound.
There we go. I fucking knew it.
Also, I would like to point out that it is not the Year of the Frog currently. The Year of the Frog actually was 2008, but the year year sorry of what 20 what's the year 2024 animal.
Yeah.
It is a dragon, which probably would have been way cooler, but
Oh, dude, that's my fucking year right there,
probably
dude.
would have been way better, but for You're the Frog
It was a little
till I
edgy.
die. Till I die. Yeah, maybe if we're a metal band, we could be You're the Dragon.
Oh. On a for real note, though, probably like keep your eyes peeled for like September, like first, second week of September. That's
Right.
probably what it's looking like realistically.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see what the rest of this EP is like. I've heard the two singles, watched the Fauxchella set. I've seen kind of what the naming of these songs are, which is also pretty great. But I'm really stoked to just see what the finished product's going to be like, and I'm stoked for everyone else to fully check it out when it drops as well.
Thank you. Yeah, literally every song on the EP is on that Fauxchella set. We played every single one, actually, I believe. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I know. I think. Hold on. There was one that I really loved. The song title of. It's called "Mr. Pibb Ain't Quite Flying Off the Shelves, Todd." Because I just assumed it was from. Like I'm really bad about like memes and like getting like the inside joke of stuff. So I tried to look it up and I couldn't find anything. All I did find was a link to the No Problemo SoundCloud, but the track was no longer listed. So I missed out on that.
We have a sound.
But-
I'm sorry, babe. We have a sound.
I put that on there and privated it because I was like,
Also, fucking
like our
sassy.
demos.
The
That's so
name
funny.
is very disappointing. It's because I was working at a gas station and I wrote that down in my notes because I would stock the coolers every day at the gas station and we had Pib and it never seemed to sell. And I had a coworker and I wasn't a big fan of my coworker, so I didn't want to put his actual name on there. But like he was like being a try hard at work and it was just like a gas station. There's no point to be like going that hard about the fucking mobile.
I mean, it's a solid line because it literally sounds like it'd be from like a '90s sitcom of just like some like slapstick comedy.
wish it was.
Maybe we should start a 90s sitcom.
Good. Can we start adding laugh tracks to our sets whenever I have technical difficulties from dumb shit?
Wait, no, we can't reveal our secrets. We got to talk about this in private. This is the right decision right here.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that is actually some big brain shit right there.
I got a pedal that does samples.
Don't tell nobody.
Can we put the sample on there that's like the "aw" and just play it every time we have to stop the tune?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll make sure that one goes on there next.
Wait, that's genius.
I had someone on recently, and they also have like a pedal that like can just hold a bunch of samples, and they did the making banana bread at work, dude. Like I got banana bread at work, dude.
Hell
Sample, and they just threw it in like a break, and then like they let it play like just slightly longer than like it was funny to them because like everyone thought the joke was over, but like they put the whole clip in there for that whole break, and everyone was just like, "Are we going back in it?" And like they're just dying from it. The story was really funny to me. I was like, "Hell yeah, I'd get it."
That's amazing. Fuck yeah.
Are there any like cool clips you guys have used in the live performance yet that just kind of throw people off at all?
I don't believe Gavin's gotten it to work work yet, right?
Wait, what we haven't used any samples yet. I had some ideas, but they haven't really like worked out yet. But however, I'm open to suggestions. Yeah, I'm down to try. I play bass. What else am I supposed to do up there? I'm just in the corner. Dane zaps me with a taser if I speak too much.
True.
They do things different over in Michigan, apparently. Like that's
Oh
intentional.
jeez.
I apparently am very distracting and I tend to lead things off course. So we run better when I don't talk.
He tends to play the free throw 2 beers in riff every.
All right, you know what? What the fuck else am I supposed? I don't tune. I'm not. I play bass. I don't have to tune it all the whole set. You
Play a
guys
different riff. You ever see
What-
those
what?
videos
Yeah,
making fun of like the one riff guy at like Guitar Center and shit, and they're always playing like Smoke on the Water and shit. It's like maybe like I don't know, go on guitar tabs and like look up bass tab or something else.
yeah. I'll keep that in mind, Kate. You know what?
Yeah, could you do Iron Man?
Yeah,
Imagine, yeah, do that actually.
I'll make sure to do Iron Man Day. That's fine. How about you know what? I'll learn some Motorhead while I'm at it. You know, I'm gonna Def Leppard too. That's fine.
Springsteen.
Yeah, I mean, it's funnier if you do something outside of the emo genre because then no one expects it. Because that was the funny thing also in the Fauxchella video. You do that and then you just hear was it John from the Goblin Zone that's playing drums? You just hear them go, now they're gonna think we're playing the fucking song. Like why are you doing that riff?
Joe does have a point. I
was very bad at you that night.
Then Joe would do blast beats and shit. Maybe we are playing free throw. Who knows? Maybe just like keep posted on that. Maybe.
Miss Joe.
I do miss Joe.
Joe
Joe Mockingbird.
Yeah. After this podcast, I gotta go bring that motherfucker Taco Bell after this. So yeah, it's gonna be. Joe wants a steak quesadilla and a steak quesarito. That's Joe's Taco Bell order.
Joe's so based.
I'm just ordering fucking. I don't even know what I'm ordering.
A bean burrito.
Yeah, just beans. I don't even.
Bean and cheese burrito.
Just give me beans in a can, please.
Beans in a can, yeah, that's kind of.
Don't even cook them.
The economy's tough nowadays. How about this economy? Am I right?
It's true.
Oh Lord.
We talk politics on this podcast.
Ooh, I usually strive away from that one.
Let's not. Let's not do that. let's not go there. Let's keep it clean, family friendly.
So one other cool thing. Well, I mean, we've been talking about this Fauxchella video this entire time, but you know, you got to play your first, at least for No Problemo, set at Fauxchella this year. I think in the video we hear Gavin say like, "I've been coming to Fauxchella for like the last 3 years, and this is the first time getting to play."
Oh no, that was
I stole
Oh,
McGavin's
sorry.
mic, so I understand why you think that.
But like, it's amazing that y'all were able to play. Like, I've never gotten a chance to go to Fauxchella yet. One of these years it'll finally happen. If they just stop switching around the dates into bad timing.
No, they never do the same date twice. It's kind of fucked up.
I know. I was like, okay, October, cool. And then they were like, this year we're doing it in June. And I was like, why? But no, like, that's amazing that y'all were able to play. Like, how did it finally feel to like, you got everything set up on stage, and then you're just like, okay, like, when did it sink in of like, oh no shit, like we're actually here, like we're doing this?
I mean,
I think for me, it was halfway through the set when we played Remo or r/Emo Drive, and I did the backing vocal part, and a bunch of people turned and tried to sprint over to me to like yell after they got done yelling at Dane. And I was like, damn, people actually give a shit about this. This is real.
I think for me, it kicked in when John picked up ET and chucked that little fucker all the way across the bar, and he landed in the pit, and everybody just kept throwing him, and that's when it hit for me. Yeah.
for me,
I was
it's like,
shitting my pants.
sorry, what was that, Dane?
Said I was shitting my pants. There was too many people.
For me, it's like it's just like it was like a really emotional moment because like I said, I have been going to Fauxchella for 3 years, and the first year I did go, it's like I don't know, I was like getting into all these like different scenes at the same time, like getting into DIY, like so I was like listening to like Dad Caps and like Corduroy Pants and Final Boss Fight and shit, and at the same time that I was like listening to like Arcadia Gray and Summer Brews and Equipment and stuff, and like the first time I went to Fauxchella was just such an insane experience, being like, oh look, there's like so many people around me that like do care about this stuff, and I didn't know about that, and I met so many friends, and I keep meeting so many friends every single year. It doesn't change. And it's just so cool to now be a part of it. You know what I mean? Because it used to be just be like I was an audience member, like like viewing it all. Like I don't know, but now that I like know the people that run it and I know everyone involved and stuff, it's like it feels like crazy.
Yeah, you feel like more inside and part of like the group than just being like there experiencing it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. DIY can be very like it's a really accepting, like they like bring you in, like you know what I mean. And most people that like are fans of it end up just being a part of it at the end of the day. You know,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
I mean, that's truly one thing that I've loved about like this DIY community, especially like getting in touch with it, doing this podcast is I remember like when I first started doing it, Twitter was kind of just this whole mess of like, yes, there was the DIY Twitter, but you usually it was like hit or miss as to how it was going to go, and then it just like I don't know when it was, but there was like a change of just everything. It just became like so um opening. I mean, it was open and inviting before, but like something just changed where like everyone just like started working together and like building each other up, and to have a spot like Fauxchella be outside of that, outside of the virtual world and in the real world where people can actually get together and experience all those and like actually meet each other for a lot of people. It's nice to have that out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Sappy 7.
Sappy 7. Wait, also, Sage, what are you drinking? I don't remember what you cracked.
The hottest PBR I've ever had in my life.
Oof.
Oh God, was it just chilling in the van?
Ugh.
Well, it was in a cooler, and the ice melted in like 2 seconds. So.
Oof. We also haven't. I don't think we've given context yet. Sages on.
Oh, yeah. So my realization that we were playing Fauxchella was the week after I got back, and I saw videos of my band playing Fauxchella.
No, yeah. I meant like we haven't acknowledged the fact that like where you are right now, but that is
Doesn't really
Everybody at Fauxchella that you were shot dead in Bonnaroo.
True.
Yeah.
We did tell them.
I was like, wow, I can't believe I just played Fauxchella while I was at Bonnaroo.
I know,
Crazy.
must be a great feeling, huh?
I know. I was doing two things at once. Just like now, I'm doing, I'm doing two things.
Right. So that's actually what I was asking
Donnie
you.
Queen his glasses out of the window. That's crazy.
What I actually meant by that was I was bringing up how the fact that you're on tour right now and that we haven't addressed that yet. But
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina with Final Boss Fight. It's hot as shit. I just heard everyone talking about going to Cookout.
Oh
hell
yeah.
We still have not been to Cookout, but I think that they're gonna go. I want to mute the mic and yell my order.
Do it.
Yeah. Or you can leave it unmuted. It's fine too.
True.
No,
We want to hear it.
content.
Let us hear it.
Text
Uh,
Don.
I don't know, like I've been like muting my mic for most of this because otherwise you'll just hear like the loudest sax solo in the background.
No, we don't hear it, but I wish we did.
It's like there's been moments where I'm like, this is like freestyle jazz happening behind me.
That's awesome.
And then you'll hear like John yell something outside of the van, and I'm like, well, like I don't know why everyone chose to like hang out directly next to me boiling in a van.
they're just looking out for you, just in case you like pass out and we can't help you from our virtual spots.
I have
True.
one window open just for like ventilation.
But speaking of how, this is a good tangent. Final Boss Fight is on tour right now. No Problemo gets to go on tour here pretty soon. I think the dates are like mid to early August. So right before this episode comes out. But you're going on the first tour and you're going out on the road with Small Comforts.
Yes.
How does it feel to like you've done all these like kind of first within this like year? How does that feel? Like, you guys ready?
Well, it's amazing.
It's gonna be good, and Pete will be there.
I'm gonna make him run doors.
I hate booking.
Booking this has been a bitch. Like, I haven't even done most of it, but like the little parts that I have done have like venues are just like don't respond a lot of the times, or like they'll ghost you. And then you ask bands if they'll can get back to you about being on the show, and they don't respond. But it's understandable because everyone's busy. You know what I mean? But it's like, boy, it's just hard out there. But I'm really excited. Everyone here except for Alec and me have been on a tour, so like it's really exciting to be on my first time like out on the road. I've literally never been to Illinois in my life, and I've never been to, well, I have been to Indiana actually, but I don't know. It's just like a crazy experience.
Yeah, as someone who has like played music and like played in bands before, like the resident old guy, it's cool to have a band that's like putting out music and like this is my first time going on tour. I've been like doing the band thing since like 2010. So it's like cool after this long to like be in a band with like people who are also like motivated and to go do things. And it's cool to have music out and to be going on tour and to be so active.
Now with those two being their like first tour for Sage and Dane since Gavin's not here, like, is there any advice or wisdom that you have given them so far to like prepare for this run that you're about to do?
No, I
Yes.
wanted to.
Wait. Dane, I have been in I've been in a van with Dane before, and that's gonna be the worst part is being stuck next to Dane for another long car ride.
Fuck. Because they haven't actually given us any advice beforehand, so this is like actually our first time experience.
Yeah. Dane's gonna fart so much, and he's gonna take off his shirt like 10 minutes into the ride. He's gonna put his arms around whoever's in the back seat.
I believe two of us are gonna be driving with Small Comfort. So, and before I didn't give a shit. I was like, I don't care. But like now, I think whatever van Dane's not gonna be in, I think I'm gonna shotgun.
Alex whole back seat of the car, so that's gonna be my spot. I've already decided. I'm kicking.
Dane's got the tour tech. for the sedan trip.
I just want to like be in my I just want to be in my twins' presence. Me and Kenny are twins, so like
You guys are nothing alike.
no, me and Kenny have the same birthday, so I need to be like with Kenny because
Wait,
me and
were you guys like on the
This
same
second?
year?
yeah, no, not the same year. Kenny's older than me, but
He's like 40.
Damn, fuck.
no, but me and Kenny, me and the Compies gang vibe. Let me bug them for a bit.
Yeah, but fuck Jason. We're gonna drink more than you.
I'm at 7. Apparently, he got 8, but they're IPAs. I'm gonna try to do 10, and
Yeah. I feel like that balances out.
I have another show I'm going to right after this, and so that means there's just gonna be more throughout the night. I was gonna join, depending how long this went, I was gonna join in mid-show at the Goblin Zone and give you guys a drink count for that, but we'll see how many I finished right now.
Hell yeah.
If you send me a message and just say like I'll put in whatever video you want at the end of this too. If you're just at the Goblin Zone and you're like, I'm up to drink 15 or whatever, I will throw it into the episode just that way it's documented.
Hell yeah.
I'm calling for Jason.
That's amazing.
I have a
That's
bug
awesome.
juice bottle full of vodka. I don't know how many beers that counts as, but
Wait, that's so iconic. What the fuck? Bug juice is
okay,
everything.
listen.
Bug juice
I
is
have
amazing.
it like that because like I can carry it in my fanny pack.
What
real
fanny pack
smart.
you rocking? What fanny pack? Are you rocking the M-Way fanny pack?
Amway for
Yo!
sure.
Nice.
But also, I'm like drinking vodka out of a nipple top, which is crazy.
The nipple vodka's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like,
put it in a Gatorade bottle.
out of an off-brand bug juice bottle.
Epic. I'm almost done with my Four Loco. How many beers is that?
Hold on, you're
How
drinking
many?
fucking Four Loco?
Yeah, I'm drinking a 13.9%, and
Jesus,
I'm
dude.
almost done. So and it's big.
Ugh.
I had my first Four Loco like last year. And I'm 31.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
Same.
I'm 22, but I had mine the first time.
We did like a brown paper bag like party, so everyone goes and buys like a 24 ounce and just like hides it and just see
Hell
what you
yeah.
get.
This is 99 proof vodka, or it's like the 99 brand
Oh
in
yeah.
Done.
in the Casey's Splashies container.
But I got another. Wait, let's do crack.
God,
Hey,
Tool.
Gavin, do you have another?
Yeah, I have another. I'm about to crack it. All right.
Bet.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, is this the first ever double, like multiple cracks? Crack open in a beers with bands show.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
and Sage
it's-
has one too.
Yeah,
Bet.
Excellent 8.
Oh,
Oh,
Fuck.
I got the look at.
That's
You see the
clean.
smoke? Smoke. Oh,
I'm gonna go on stage in like an hour and be belligerent.
hell yeah. Don't fall during cute.
I wouldn't regret my decisions right now. It'll be all right.
I'm gonna feel great in the morning.
I gotta work tomorrow morning.
Wait.
well,
Wait. Can I turn the camera to show clipboards?
Yes,
of course.
do it.
This will be like so far their glimpse of actually being on the episode.
All the fan Wi-Fi is
Anyone
trolling us right
watching?
now.
Anyone watching? If you haven't watched, if you haven't listened to Clipboards, what the fuck are you doing? Clipboards is amazing. Is that? Who is that?
I don't
That's
see
Drake.
him.
Is that Drake?
That's Jackson. There's John. There's Molly. There's Donnie. sitting on the
Donnie!
ground.
Pick Donnie up.
Bra-
Donnie looks sad.
Ask Donnie what's up.
Can you ask Donnie what his
I'm
name
not
is?
opening this door. It'll be so.
Donnie
What
played
his name is?
Donnie played third guitar in No Problemo.
Should join. Donnie was at one point in No Problemo. Donnie, Clipboards.
Yeah,
Hey.
Donnie Clipboards and Billy Boss Fight were both in No Problem.
Were they the only two other members?
No,
The
Ben was
Lansing music
Ben from
scene
Dead
is so
Cabs.
crazy.
I mean, it's
Ben from
great.
Dadcast was also in it.
It's
You were
great to have a scene like that though, where everyone can like just hop on and like be a part of things, whether like they get busy with the other things in their life and
Mhm.
like have to go do everything else. But like it's nice to have a thing like that. Like I grew up in Iowa where if you needed another drummer, like you were gonna have to get like a waiting list because the one drummer that could do it, he's in
Oh,
6 other
jeez.
projects already. Like
Absolutely. No, it's like literally that and Lansing, like seriously, like there's like it's kind of like one of those things where like every band is kind of in multiple every band member's in multiple bands and stuff like that. And like as a listener, that was always like really cool to see. And like, tournament was like a thing for a while and it was just like a mixture of so many bands and stuff. And like yeah, it's really cool to like be able to be in like I feel like already kind of a super group of like bands that I like got into the scene from basically.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the one thing I really like about like the Michigan scene and like the Wisconsin scene is everyone's so intertwined. You have like these kind of super groups, or you have people that are in multiple bands, but it's not that like one band is like better than the next. It's like, oh no,
Mhm.
these people could be in like 2 or 3 bands, and each band fucking rips. And like Michigan, hands down, just everyone that's coming out of there is just amazing. Like I was gonna say this at some point. Like at some point, I hope to get a No Problemo vinyl and have it up on this wall. Like behind me, it's probably hard to see depending on how you're looking on your screen. But I have Charmer, I have Hot Mulligan, I got Saturdays at Your Place, and I got Liquid Mike up here. Like it'd be nice to add another Michigan band up to that as well.
all games
And
like
and that
Great bands.
I was about to say that's cool because like I think those are like some of our like most like inspired bands like for sure. You know what I mean? Like Saturdays, like Hot Mulligan, Charmer, like specifically, and Liquid Mics as well. Is like they're just like I think we all really appreciate other Michigan bands so much, and we've like all like seen these bands live so many times, and so it's like definitely plays a big influence in a lot of our songs.
Uh, Now I know we've kind of jumped around. We've had tangents talking about just random stuff for a little while, um, but with this EP coming out, I I don't know how to word this, but like what are y'all most excited about with it finally coming out and like being in the airwaves?
And you got an answer for this?
yeah, I think once it's out, then we'll feel more obligated to write new stuff because we've been playing the same songs for like feels like a year now.
We just started writing a new song actually.
Oh hell yeah!
But it's crazy, But yeah, we have like been like playing these songs for so long, and they've evolved so much too. Like since we've like gotten to the point where we're gonna like put them on the EP and stuff. But I'm really excited for people to hear Pib and Oh My Glob. Oh My Glob is a great song.
That one was a wild card.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
totally
definitely.
going to come after John for not sending us the mixes yet.
I know I want to hear him so bad. We do
My
not hear the recorded versions at all because
I
my
just showed. I just changed the camera over to John for a sec.
my
tell John to
my D
fucking hurry up.
Oh, he
my
just sprinted across the street to check out
He's
that jazz music.
scared, little
my
pussy.
Chicken
my
John.
my deep cut lore about the EP is we were doing like vocals for a lot of the tracks and we were getting down to the end and we had like finished pretty much all my glob and Dane texted me before we went to the studio and he was like, "You ready for me to ruin this fucking track?" And then he just
Sounds the
proceeded to
best
lay
lyrics
down the
ever.
most fire fucking
But
vocals
no,
like
for real.
ever. It's actually like straight heat.
It is crazy because Oh My Glob was definitely the one that took the longest for like the vocals to like actually be like done. So it was like very much like just an instrumental song for like a long time. And then once we got like the lyrics on it, it was like like added so much to it. And then like there like Dane added like a good portion of like the bridge, like literally the day before the studio. But like I think those are like the best lyrics on the song.
Well, I
Thank you.
mean, before we transition, is there any other lore for this EP that you kind of want the people to know about?
Oh yeah, so before like Alec and Kate were officially in the band, I was playing guitar and I wrote some of the songs. There was two that I like had my hands in, and we don't play one because it's so boring.
It's very boring.
Dude, we should talk about Pete. We should talk about Pete.
And then there's another one that I wrote on that Alec plays. So I played a little bit of guitar, but I don't do that now because I wrote boring songs.
Basically, we had another song that was going to be on the record called Pete Runs Doors as a reference to Pete from Small Comforts and Casper Fight Scene. Dane knows more about like the actual like meaning behind the name and stuff, but it's like a big pun. But we're not doing it anymore because it's boring.
Gavin said that he would get really bored playing it.
Bro, don't put this on me. It was all of our decision.
No, it's just yours.
Nah, dude.
To be fair, everyone did want it. I actually really wanted it.
I think
I
it's a
love
great-
I love that song.
We should at least make it a single. That's like the
Yeah,
least
there
we
you
should do.
go.
Like I
Peace
think it should
out
be an in
action.
between. We could change it up.
We'll tweak it up. That's what I'm saying. I don't
Yes.
know. Like tweak it up a little bit. It's a little repetitive. Holy shit. I'm starting to feel this now. We're at our enlightened 8 and I don't know. It's getting a little rough right now, but
You love that song.
You love Pete Runs Doors,
Oh,
don't
dude,
you,
that
Gavin?
song- that song title actually has lore. Because the band that me and Dane used to be in, we went on tour in Wisconsin. Actually, Dane, you're probably way more sober than I am. You explain the funny story.
So we did our originally me and Gavin band did our first tour ever with Small Comforts, and we were in I think Madison, Wisconsin, and we played a venue that I'm not gonna name, and nobody was there to run doors. So Pete from Small Comforts really stepped up that night and ran doors.
There wasn't even a sound person. We set up the sound.
Oh my god.
I hate to have to do this, but I will have to leave.
I gotta head
Um,
out in a couple minutes.
The show is starting, so all right, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I love all of you.
I'm at 9.
I
At
said
9.
Goodbye.
Send the video.
Sage.
Don't forget to send the video to
Yeah,
add at the
Gavin, you got to send a video, and I'll add it in the end.
Why?
All right, smooches.
Why?
Smoochies. All right. But we
All right,
got-
now that Sage is gone.
Now, yeah. Fuck that guy, am I right? What the fuck? Why is he in this band? What the fuck?
But no, I'm very stoked for this EP to finally be out. Just hearing everything that I've kind of heard, whether it's the recordings that have been sent or just the video from Fauxchella, like it's gonna be a solid EP that I think everyone's gonna love, especially like just seeing everyone in the crowd at Fauxchella too, like giving a shit and like knowing lyrics already. Granted, I don't know how many people like are traveling down from Michigan to go to Fauxchella, but like just seeing everyone just like bum rush and like two-step when you said two-step and just have a good fucking time, like I know a lot of people are ready for it.
Yeah, we really
yeah.
appreciate it because like I don't know, it's like very rare that like I feel like a new band like has this much support. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I mean, coming from a person who's not been in any other band, you know what I mean? It like really means a lot, and like I really appreciate it, and it feels very motivating to continue doing this stuff.
Okay.
I'm so drunk. I'm fucked up.
Nightly 9.
I want you to know that I'm extra fucked up for this podcast. Specifically, I don't normally drink Four Locos. It's my
Jeez.
second time having one. I was like, I'll get, because these are cheap, so I was like, I'll get fucked up for the beers.
I mean, I give you props because I think this is only like the second episode that anyone's done more than one Four Loko.
Hell yeah.
Or just had a Four Loko in general. So I
Really?
mad
Oh,
props.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the first Four Loco.
You're at least the second Four Loco, but I think the first to do 2 in one sitting.
Got you. Yeah.
You think
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
have the most beers drank?
Sorry, what?
You think we have the record of most beers drank on your podcast?
Uh, I don't. I don't think so.
Wait,
That
wait,
one's
wait, hold on. What's the record? What's the
That's-
record?
well. So there's an
It's
episode.
it's a
I did-
combined effort.
Yeah, so like I mean, there's an episode that I did recently. I mean, it'll be out before this episode comes out. But we killed like a 30 rack of hams in one sitting.
Fuck, all right. Alex, you get on this shit right now, damn it.
No,
Can we come
I
back?
can't-
Can we
I
come
don't- I
back?
don't
Can we
drink
come
like
back
that,
like
I'm
I
more
sorry,
can't be
guys.
the only
like
one
more
carrying the
prepared?
fucking
Yeah, you're always
topic.
always welcome to come back. Like
Okay,
I
we
wasn't
will.
prepared for them to kill a full
You-
30 rack either.
Tell us the band. Tell us the band name. Tell
So
us.
so they're called Unattractive Giant Monster out of
More like
Minneapolis.
attractive. Wait.
Fuck. God damn it, Alec. Fucking
what?
wait, actually, wait, hold on a second. Okay, I'm at like 9. Kate, those are both tall boys, so those are each 2.
Dude, these are big. These
All
are,
right,
and they're
guys.
14%. A
All
normal
right.
beer is like 5%.
And Xander's
Technically,
drinking vodka. That's like a
One of
big-
these is like 3 beers, and I'm on my 4th one, which is not a lot, I guess, compared to like Gavin.
Yeah, I'm about to just sit up and I'll be on my way out. Oh God.
Wait,
But
are you gonna
anyways.
drive? Wait a minute, Gavin.
Oh,
Give
Matt,
Gavin those keys.
Okay.
so Maverick's driving. My really good friend Maverick. Navi Poo is driving, and it's great. I'm gonna go get Taco Bell because it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah,
And this was a whole bit set up by Dane because he told me that I need to outdrink Jason from Soul Comforts. And if you give me any bit, I will see it to fruition because I ain't a quitter. I'll make sure that shit gets done.
He's a spitter. I dropped my pen.
Okay, will you hit a blinker so people think we're a weed
My
band?
pen doesn't blink.
We're almost
Yeah,
there.
that was the
I'll
other.
hit
That
a
was the other
long
thing
one.
with the Casper episode. Like they were just smoking a lot that entire time. So
fuck?
I think
Oh,
that mixed with the alcohol, like they kind of canceled each other out at one point. So like they were just able to keep going.
That was incredible. They were smoking.
was-
Jason's a beast.
It was amazing to watch.
I can't believe they're all old too, and they can still hold it down.
Yeah.
This is a young man's sport.
I'm actually dying inside right now. I have. All right. Oh man, I got a little bit more.
Oh, young.
This is just. We're just embarrassed us now, Gavin.
Yeah.
If we all were to finish at least 10, we'd be at 50. But none of you guys want to help me on this shit.
I'm
That's Kate.
literally drinking 4 locos, 3 at a time.
That's Kate and Sage. Don't get me started. This motherfucker drinks
Alec, beer count right now. It's not even
What?
1 yet.
I'm at a crisp 1.5 because I don't consume alcohol like y'all do.
Alex, you wanna-
Hit the pen. Hit the pen.
So 2 things about Alec is he just got a new guitar and he really likes the new.
God damn it!
He's got
Shut
a
the
reverend
fuck
now.
up.
He's
He's
got a reverend.
Oh,
now.
you went
I
Reverend
can't-
like everyone
I
else.
can't- I can't escape. All right. I can't
Alright,
escape the
finish
Reverend
9.
allegations.
I
I
beat it,
sold
I
out
beat
to
it.
Big Emo. Bought a Reverend.
Literally did.
I finished 9. We're
I
good.
can't escape the
I beat
allegations.
8. We're good.
Did you beat? Wait, did that beat Jason? For
Yeah,
real?
I think that beats Jason's beat.
We throw it up. It doesn't count. Go to TGZ. Go to TGZ.
Put out. I know Maverick's waiting for me eagerly. It was really nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having us on
Thanks
the
for you
show.
as well. We'll do another one of these.
I'm sorry you had to meet me like this, but it was a bit.
This meat was a bit.
Yeah, you
pod was
committed.
a bit.
That's all that matters.
Oh.
Yeah, if you know the folks over at Reverend, let them know Alec really likes their guitars.
Tell them to give us a call. Tell White Claw to give us a call.
Cut it out. Cut it
Uh,
out.
so I mean, there's not much more to this episode. I know we kind of talked about like the EP, the Year of the Frog, some of the singles, kind of some lore behind the band. But I want to make sure that like, I didn't miss anything between the band, the new EP, and everything else that you have going on that we might have missed.
Huh?
Have we played the Oolong show by now? What date is it coming out?
No.
What date does this EP come out, or does the episode come out?
This episode will come out I think it's like the 23rd of August.
Oolong's 27th.
No, we played the Oolong show in July, Kate.
Yeah,
it's 2 weeks.
Oh,
2 weeks.
August. Yeah, we got nothing going on. No,
yeah, because this episode will come out after the tour, unfortunately. Which I hope was every date is solid as can be, and everyone comes out to check those out. Hopefully one of those days, well, not one of those days, but hopefully someday that tour gets routed to come through Minneapolis, because it'd be sick to see y'all in person and meet y'all, but like it'd be cool to see.
That's not
No
too far
Problemo
from like
in person.
Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, we're about like Minneapolis is about like 4 hours from Madison, about 6 hours from Milwaukee.
Is it like the next state over?
Yeah.
I'm sure we can make that happen for sure.
We'll add a date, double header.
Hell yeah.
I know there is some stuff in the works with
Yeah.
the EP. I'm assuming that it's going to do well. I feel confident in what we did. So summer 2025 is going to be really killer. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Dude, I'm like I said, from what I've heard so far, I'm very excited on this. Like, obviously, r/Emo Drive was a solid single, and then MVP I think just really took it up a notch, and it got me more excited for what No Problemo can do. So I'm really stoked to see what the final product ends up being. And like I said, there's a lot of people. Like, I'm just one of many that is definitely ready to see what's next.
Thank you. I'm also excited to see what's next.
Yeah.
I never expected the band to take the route that it did, so I'm just happy to see it alive and in its true formation.
Because did you expect Dayton like at some point just for it to like kind of just do one, maybe two shows and then kind of like fizzle out?
I didn't expect it to do any shows. I tried to get I moved from the Upper Peninsula to Lansing in 2019 with the idea in my head that I was gonna be in a band, and then every person I talked to, going to college and stuff down here, was like, no, I'm not interested. And it kind of didn't happen until I met Gavin, and then we were in another band together, and that was my first time experiencing DIY shows and playing music at the same time as other people in a band setting, because it was just me before, and I quickly learned that I have no idea how to play syncopated with others. So it was an interesting turn of events to kind of see it come back from just being a thing I did by myself.
And then I guess I didn't ask this either, but what was the time frame from you just doing it by yourself to that first show that we kind of talked about that flyer for?
Had 3 years probably.
Okay.
3.5 years. We did it at me and Gavin and two of our other friends lived in a house in Lansing that was called the Church of Elvis Presley. And we did house shows there and stuff. And we were doing the final couple shows, and somebody brought it up that I should do a set. So I just kind of asked everybody that I knew if they wanted to be in the band, because it was just supposed to be that one-time thing. But then I had fun. And I was like, fuck, I kind of want to do it again. And then we all got busy with other bands, and then stuff fizzled out with other bands, and felt like the right time to take a crack at it.
No, yeah, I the house of the church of Gel of I'm sorry, uh, almost two four locals in, eight locals in. Okay, um, the church, the Church of Elvis Presley means so much.
It's over.
It's over. I'm done. It means so much to me, and like it's the reason why I'm a part of the scene, and like it's like like it really like inspired the Goblin Zone and stuff, and like is really the birth of like the Lansing DIY emo scene, and it's really cool to like be like I mean like Dane and Gavin lived there, and it was like I don't know, it's just like it was like a really crazy thing, to like go from that to this, it was a crazy transition. I feel like.
And then before we start transition, like my last question, especially for like Kate and Alec, you two being the newest and like most recent members to come into
Mhm.
No Problemo, like how did it feel to kind of like have that opportunity to come in, especially like you're saying, like the Church of Elvis Presley like was such an iconic thing that you got to be kind of like experience, but like now being part of something that kind of came from that in a way, like how does it feel to now be how did it feel to like get that opportunity to be part of the band and like now be in it?
You have something to say, Alec? Or
Oh, I can take this one. It's always interesting for me joining new bands. Um, I've never lived in Lansing. I'm not from the Lansing area, so I didn't really have too much of like a read on the Lansing scene ever. I played a lot in the Detroit scene, um, in like metalcore and like swancore style like bands. Um, but yeah, it was really cool. I went to my first house show in the Lansing scene and bonded with some people over some bands, mainly Gavin, and he was like, "We're looking to kind of fill some spots here. It'd be super sick if you showed up." And it's not too far of a drive, so it's just cool to be a part of something where people are so passionate um about music, like people that just shouldn't care, I guess, about all these like new bands and like and stuff like that, but they do so much. I always feel like a fucking rock star whenever I play Lansing because it packs out and everyone just cares so much about the bands. It's really really cool.
yeah, absolutely. And like I don't know, like I was at like literally the darkest part of my life, like in 2020, like 2021 kind of thing, and like I just kind of discovered like modern baseball and like Hot Mulligan and stuff like that, and like and like none of my friends fucked with that kind of music at all. You know what I mean? And I low key at this part in my life, I really didn't have many friends, but I slowly like became introduced to like the DIY part of emo and found out about like find out like the Church of Elvis Presley literally from like a Twitter post, and it really changed my life forever. And I've always I immediately started listening to the bands on the flyers and stuff, and like going to these shows has like really like completely changed my life completely. I don't know. And it's like it's so crazy to be now a part of it, but it is really cool to be I don't know, like the Lansing scene is really something special because like it doesn't matter like what kind of band is playing at that time. Like they're always just so down to like fully support and go crazy for like any band, I feel like. And it's something you really got to appreciate, Like something it's like as long as well as like it being so like inclusive and like safe, you know what I mean? Um I don't know. Kiefer is a really good person, and running the Goblin Zone is like a really hard thing to do, I imagine. You know what I mean? They're always like really serious about people being okay. You know what I mean? All the time. which I appreciate. I'm sorry, I'm just drunk rambling at this point.
You're fine. You make complete sense. As someone that normally drunk rambles, you're on point.
Okay,
Because
God.
like it's great to have those spots in the scene and like that are so welcoming, inviting, and like safe, and like they continue to be safe spots. But it's also nice having a scene like Lansing where like Minneapolis is kind of the same, where it's like it doesn't matter really what day of the week it is. People are going to show out to a show just because one, they give a shit about music, but two, like just to support whoever is coming through. Um,
Absolutely.
and that's sometimes very rare to find across the country, depending on where you live. Like you think it has a good scene, but then like some days like it just doesn't turn out like you expect it to. But it's nice to have those moments and those cities where it does, and like things really pop off, and like people actually like give a shit and want to build
Right.
people up. So it's really nice to see that.
And like I feel like people I feel like a lot of people at this point understand how like good like the Goblin Zone is, and like they hear about it a lot and like how good it is and stuff. But like one thing I don't feel like people understand enough is like how serious Kiefer is about like being safe and like accepting everyone. You know what I mean? Like and like they always start off every single show by like doing a big speech about how like if anyone makes you uncomfortable at all, like you always have people like they point out people for like you to go to if you ever feel like anyone has said anything like you know to make you uncomfortable in the slightest. That is like such an important thing that I feel like a lot of venues like don't really focus on enough. And I don't know, it really just inspires me a lot, you know. I mean like I've ran a lot of the DIY Discord and stuff like that. I don't really do too much anymore, but like I've always been like very serious about making sure like people feel accepted and safe and like communities and stuff like that, radically inclusive and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like they're really important for that reason.
Well, I mean, people, you heard it here. Like, if you're going through, hit up the Common Zone. It's a safe spot to go through. Obviously, y'all got to play there the day before Fauxchella with, you know, full blown meltdown, St. Judas, and I think there's someone else I'm missing off of that
Thanks, I
list.
hate it.
Thanks, I hate
Yeah,
it.
thanks. I hate it.
West
Amazing
Coast
band.
Goats, baby.
Like,
Shout out,
I
thanks, I
mean,
hate it.
I
Midwest
saw
emo.
both those lineups, and I was like, I'm jealous of like both days of that little run you'll kind of did. I know we talked, like I said, I know we talked about like the EP, No Problemo in general. But as we start to transition or like start to like lead out, because we've kind of been talking about like our alcohol
Mhm.
throughout this, so like I don't feel like I need to do a beer segment on this one. But as we start to lead out, you know, I like to kind of leave off these episodes on a high note and like just a fun note. But so my question to the three of you that have made it this far, because the other two had to take off,
Losers.
Jeez.
is from your time in No Problemo, what has been your favorite moment that you've experienced so far?
I guess I can go first. Um, it's it might be a safe answer, but I always love joining a band and going from the first practice where you're all awkward strangers to having really cool like intimate relationships. Like I have no idea who these people are to now them being some of my best friends and people who I confide in when I'm like just going through the motions of life. So that's like my favorite part of like being in a new band is like the bond you make with your bandmates because they're all great people.
Yeah, like to piggyback off that, like I before this band, I never really like talked to Alec or like Kate like that much, and now I talk to them both every single day. So it's a weird way to make bonds with people that you don't really know. But like I think my favorite moment, we played a house show in Kalamazoo, and like not a lot of people were there, but like it was the most like special thing I've ever seen. Like
And we
we
got
had
the
no,
best pictures ever.
yeah, we
Like
got some crazy pictures. Like we were in this
Yeah.
like tiny basement, and there was like maybe like 15 people, but like they showed out like the hardest that I've ever seen people like come out and actually give a fuck.
There was a
They
15-person circle pit during the Shred Cruise cover.
it
It
was
was
Jeez.
nuts.
amazing. It was so good.
It was just special to see like people screaming the words back at us, and I had no fucking idea people even like.
We just released the song like the day before, genuinely. Like
Yeah,
it was like there's no way they like heard it that much. Like they've just like been to the shows that much kind of thing. Like it's a crazy thing. But yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Like trying out for me was like terrifying because like I've been like into this music scene for like a long time, and like I've always wanted to like do something, but have never felt like I could have the confidence to like write songs like fully by myself, I guess. But I never thought anyone I could ever find anyone who would like want to write songs with me as a team. But I don't know, it's been like really crazy. And like when I first went to my first audition, I was with Quinn from Twitter. Fun fact. and Alec wasn't in the band, and I was just like sitting there like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. We were covering Marietta, Cinco de Mayo shit show, and I was like shitting my pants the whole time, and it was like I don't know, it was like a crazy experience. And then like I just randomly heard of Alec. I didn't know about them beforehand, and then like we ended up being really great friends afterwards. And it's like this has just been like the perfect experience for me to being in a band, and I feel so happy about all of it, and I feel very lucky about it all. I'm just very excited about the things we recorded and the future of it. I think Fauxchella was very much like a very big moment for me. Obviously, I spoke about it earlier. You know what I mean? Like I've gone for 3 years, and I've cared so much about these bands, and to be able to play with like a lot of them is like life changing. You know. But yeah.
Random observation. I fuck heavy with the Life Lessons flag. If that's like the pop
Oh,
punk band Life Lessons,
yeah,
that I know what I'm not EP goes so hard.
dude, hell yeah. Yeah, I always forget that they're up there until someone mentions it. Like I sat down a couple days ago with Limp Wizards from Oklahoma, and they're like, "Is that a Life Lessons flag?" Because they're from
Oh
Oklahoma, and
yeah.
I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, that flag,
Yeah.
yeah, that one, yeah." Um, but but yeah, no, like to kind of sum everything up, like everything y'all are doing is sick, and I'm stoked. Prestige.
Prestige
Oh
Award.
yeah. I'm very
I used to be hung up in the Church of Elvis Presley, and so it's
Yeah.
crazy to see it like not there.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. This entire time I was wondering what it was because I could only see the bottom half of it. So thank you for letting me know what it actually was.
Trying to be in my apartment.
Um, but yeah, I'm very stoked on everything y'all are doing, and I'm really stoked for the future of No Problemo, and everything that y'all have going on, and to see what's coming next. And like I truly mean that. Like it means a lot to me too. Also that y'all wanted to sit down and like be a part of one of these. And like I kind of mentioned earlier, this is episode 201, and even 200 episodes in, it still makes me kind of giddy that like anyone wants to be part of one of these.
Absolutely.
So I really appreciate y'all taking the time out of your Saturday to do that with me.
It means so much to us because like I don't know, I've
Yeah.
like watched like the Casper fight scene episode and the final boss fight episode, and like I don't know, like there's like so many like great bands you've had on here, and that like I've just like watched as a viewer, and now like being on it is like unreal kind of, I feel like.
You're part of the Beers with Bands family now.
Nobody
Shit.
talk,
Thanks for having us out. Appreciate it.
Dade, what'd you say?
I was saying nobody ever really like covered like DIY bands enough, and like there's finally somebody that like decided to like talk about the bands that I
Right.
like, cared about. Like I would always get like so invested, and like you could never find like anything.
Right.
It was cool to finally somebody like give a fuck enough to talk about like, local bands or like DIY bands, and like it's just refreshing to see.
Dude, I appreciate that. I'm happy to help the scene in any way. My only regret, or I guess I don't know if it's a regret, but my only thing that sucks is like I cover all these bands from all these states and like the DIY level, and like there's never. It sucks because they're like they're states away, so like they're not near me, so I don't get to experience it in person. Which means, like I normally say on these episodes, like if you're in the Lansing area or you're Michigan area or you were able to go to that tour, go out, experience these bands for me. Let me know how it goes, because I'm not there for those shows, and I just hope everyone packs out every show on this tour with Small Comforts. Shout out Small Comforts. Like I just hope everyone comes out. Like if anyone's looking for merch, music, or No Problemo in general, where can they find it?
They can find us on all the streaming platforms: Deezer, Pandora.
Is it on Deezer for real? Is it on
No,
Pandora?
I hope so. I hope we're on something.
I've only checked on Spotify and Apple Music, so that's the only confirmed that I know.
If somebody wants merch, just hit us up on Instagram or come to a show. We'll draw you a shirt.
We will do anything for you.
Our Instagram is like popping too. We always post shows, show flyers, ticket links. That's like the best way to get in touch with the band for real.
Yeah, absolutely. You can like get access to every single show we'll ever have on Instagram for sure, and Twitter too. We just will also shit post on there, so it'll be might be a little annoying.
On Twitter.
Sorry for running the Twitter.
I
also run the Instagram, to be honest. I also run the Instagram, so
honestly, you want your most unhinged person to run the Twitter, because that's how you're gonna get a Twitter following. I have no other person to run Twitter, and I barely post anyway. So like,
hit me up.
That's why I just kind of stagger.
Shit.
Yeah, I've been thinking about finding someone to just be like, yo, just post decent, but post whatever, But we might talk. But everyone that's listening, go listen to No Problemo. Be ready for Year of the Frog if it has not dropped yet. If you're listening to this and it has dropped, go listen to it a million times. Go catch them in your cities. Be ready for possibly 2025, just them hitting the road, getting hard, doing a bunch of things with it, and just be ready for everything coming next. One last big thank you to Dane, Kate, Alec, Sage, and Gavin for taking the time out of their Saturdays to sit down with me and talk about No Problemo.
For having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks again for having us.
Thanks for being a genuine person, and you're just like a really cool person that it's fun to talk to. So it's like really cool to sit down with you.
I appreciate that. Like I said, everyone go listen to No Problemo, and I'll catch everyone on the next episode. See ya. Beers with Biz.